This is Katrin with Disability Rights New York. Welcome to our podcast, Empire State of Rights Closed Captioned. We are here to bring you information on the most relevant topics regarding disability rights and advocacy. Today we have Shauncy, a previous client of DRNY. She's here to discuss her DRNY story. Hi, Shauncy. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. Thank you for the introduction.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I can. I'm a full-time student majoring in finance with a minor in economics. I'm a senior and I'll be graduating in December of 2019, and I am hearing impaired. I've worn hearing aids since I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I was born with a hearing impairment.
Now, why did you initially contact DRNY?
I initially contacted DRNY because I had previously had an issue receiving accommodations that I was entitled to by law from the Disability Services Office and some professors at the SUNY college I go to. And I know how important it is to receive my accommodations and how much better I participate and do in my classes when I receive them. So to summarize why I contacted the DRNY is I needed help in ensuring I was being granted the reasonable accommodations that I'm entitled to, and as the school was not providing them willingly to me.
Now, do you think the public is aware of these experiences for someone who is hard of hearing?
I don't think the public is aware of this experience that someone who is hard of hearing endures. There's a misconception that because I wear hearing aids that I automatically hear everything that's being said in the classroom. And when in reality, when teachers turn and face the board or speak and ask questions behind me, when other students are participating, and if the teacher is speaking from different areas in the classroom, knowing I'm hearing impaired, which I've endured before, it makes it really hard for me to hear and make out everything that's being said without being able to lip read. And most of the time, important information is announced in class. For example, teachers will say, well, pay attention to this concept. It's going to be on Friday's exam. And it's never actually emailed to me or given to me in writing.
Now, how was your experience working with DRNY?
I had a really positive experience and a great experience working with DRNY, specifically working with Christina. From the very beginning of our interactions, I could tell she really cared and wanted to help make my situation better, and that's exactly what she did. She took the time to go through just about every aspect of the areas I needed assistance in gaining the accommodations that I wasn't being provided with, but needed and was entitled to. She helped me form a plan and executed me receiving them. The help from DRNY and Christina has considerably positively improved my academic learning experience.
Now, Shauncy, if you're comfortable, can you tell us specifically about some of the accommodations that you were able to get for your education? I feel like there are members of the audience who maybe may not know what accommodations are available to them.
Yes, certainly. Some additional accommodations that I wasn't aware of before that I started asking for was flexibility scheduling exams, preferred seating in the front of the classroom, preference to online class options. And this has really been really big for me and helpful to me. And just kind of explaining, if your reason for online classroom preference is due to your hearing impairment, explaining that if this option is available, it will give you equal access to the course. I think it's important to request written correspondences of information from professors when important information is announced verbally in class. And that will kind of help them hopefully remember to provide the hearing impaired student in writing the important things that are said in class that might not be written on the board.
And how has this technical assistance provided by DRNY improved your overall educational experience?
The technical assistance provided by DRNY improved my educational experience because I now know what to ask for, how to ask for it, and how to ensure the assistance and accommodations I need are provided to me. For example, I'm entitled to a front seat as a hearing impaired student in my classes. Even though this is true, I've had professors that have ignored that accommodation, even after I've reminded them. After this experience, I've learned to self-advocate for myself and how to stand up for myself in all the right ways and reach out to the right people to make sure I'm being properly accommodated for. I know there's nothing wrong with going to the disabilities office, for example, and requesting that the accommodations I need and following up until it's taken care of.
So after your experience with DRNY, would you recommend us to others? And can you tell us why?
I would highly recommend DRNY to others, largely because of the positive experience I've had. DRNY gave me the knowledge to succeed in a more productive way. For example, my GPA has increased from low 3.0s to prior to me contacting DRNY to now I'm at a solid 3.7, and I'll be graduating with high honors. Being properly accommodated for and being self-advocated for myself now has only helped me be more productive and do as well as I always was capable of doing. I just needed the right circumstances.
So you talked a little bit about your journey as a self-advocate after working with DRNY. What prompted you to become a self-advocate, and what skills did you develop to help you in the future?
To be honest, I didn't like how I was being treated and that my 504 plan accommodations were being bypassed and dismissed. The skills I developed that will help me in the future are I am much more assertive now, and essentially I ensure that I receive the help I need by taking all steps and procedures necessary.
And why is it important for others to become self-advocates? What advice would you have for others who wish to follow the same path?
It's important for others to also become self-advocates because at the end of the day, no one's going to care as much as you do about how successful you are. I would tell others that it's so important to speak up for yourself now and in the future, and don't be afraid to be assertive in asking for the things you need and are entitled to, and not to let anyone or anything pressure you into feeling different. You have nothing to lose and lots to gain.
Shauncy, thank you so much for your time and sharing your experience with us today. We look forward to speaking to you again. Empire State of Rights Closed Captioned has been brought to you by Disability Rights New York, your source for disability rights and advocacy. If you enjoyed our program, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this post. If there is a subject you would like us to discuss, please email podcast@drny.org or comment below. Tune in next Wednesday, where we'll bring you more information on disability rights in the state of New York. The closed captioned version of this podcast is available on our YouTube channel. To listen to more Empire State of Rights Closed Captioned, follow us on iTunes and Spotify.